Put it in motion. Now, actually, it's going a little bit more east of that. So it's going about northeast. Kind of there. Okay, let's go back to the search for food, I think, kids. My little snack tided me over. So here's the whole deal. Big old Boeing, classic Bow Echo. And right at the tip is where you're gonna get the strongest of everything. And then behind it, let's see if we see the MCS in motion here. Yep. So the center of the circulation is west of Glencoe. Classic comma shape. Actually, it kind of looks like the hurricane symbol, right? Where are we here? Okay. I need to find some food, and then I need to plan for tomorrow's chase. So I'm kind of on the backside right now. That's why it chilled out. On the backside, in the lee of this deal. Gonna have clear skies shortly. Let's look at that on velocity. Yeah, see that spinning part on velocity up here. There'll probably be some wind with the It's interesting, you look at it long enough and it looks like fluid instead of wind. Yeah, so they just put a tornado warning on that, I think, like we talked about it earlier. You gotta watch for those notches, the pinch points.
Wow. God, you can't even see. Heavy rain. Sideways.
So, 87. Could have gusts to 90 up in this area. Come on, get out of there.
No, I can't get the sideways.
Going northeast. So, kind of like that. Yeah, that's interesting. So it's almost, you look at this now. You've got this kind of look. And that pinch point, that's where you're going to have the strongest of everything. Yeah, that's really locally going to get, that's pretty strong right there. '83, '87. Yeah, so Blaine's probably getting it right now because this was 5 minutes ago. So Blaine, Spring Lake Park just got it. North of Lino Lakes, Ham Lake, Running Aces Casino, Columbus. Okay, kids, I am going to sign off. That's all I've got. I appreciate the donations that I got. Thank you to Karen and April Dunn and Samantha and Julie. And Karen was yesterday, but that's all right. We'll say Karen again. And Alicia, thank you so much. If you would like to make a donation, my Venmo is Chris FL Tornado. I appreciate it. Unfortunately, that's the only method I have. I don't have Super Chat yet on YouTube. I'm trying to get there, but just waiting for their approval. And if you're not able to donate, if you could, just follow the channel and come watch again. Share the links. If you ever see anything cool, you want to share it with your friends so I can try to build up my channel and all that. That would be great. So that's it. I'm going to be chasing tomorrow. And where did tomorrow go? Here's tomorrow. Whoop, tomorrow disappeared. So this is the tornado probabilities for tomorrow. This will update overnight. It'll update tomorrow. But Minneapolis is just on the edge. And here we go. I'll zoom out a little bit. So tonight I'm going to head in the direction of Aberdeen, in the general direction of Aberdeen. go find a hotel somewhere. Yeah, Carly, thank you so much. I want to thank everyone for their help. Everyone, please thank Carly, the moderator. And we have a couple other moderators as well. Carly's kind of acting as the main moderator. But everyone, please thank Carly. Thank you for bearing with it. I know it got a little stressful there on the road thing. I was trying to get the job done. And it just gets a little confusing when everyone's throwing out numbers and stuff. So, so tomorrow, that's the look at tomorrow. So we're looking at northeast Nebraska, northwest Iowa, eastern South Dakota, southeast North Dakota, and a pretty good part of Minnesota. And that's the chance of tornado tomorrow. And there's also, just like today, chance of hail, chance of strong straight line winds. Wow. Well, you be careful there, Miss Phoenix. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go get some dinner and everything. And thanks everybody. And we'll catch you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.
It's Mattress Firm's best Memorial Day sale ever. Save up to $500 on our best brand.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you for checking out.
8:45 Central Time. Looks like midnight.
Two tornado warnings still on the map of the valley. They're in place until 9 p.m. You'll notice them flashing in black and white. And look at Ramsey County. It is here. It is a misshapen, if you will, tornado warning. I want to do one thing. I want to track what we find here, right in the middle of this tornado warning. See the gold box? That is what we call as a signature. Now, it's different than a tornado vortex signature. It tells us there is some degree of rotation in only parts of the storm. Hence what we call a Doppler indicated tornado warning. So that's the one we're going to go down and take a look at. And we're going to track this storm as it moves out here off to the northeast. There it is, just the center of this storm, just off to the southwest of Lino Lakes, north of Shoreview, into Lino Lakes in 6 minutes, into Forest Lake, fully in the next 25 minutes. We've been talking an awful lot about 35 split. So here's where 35W comes out of the downtown Minneapolis. Here's where 35B comes out of downtown St. Paul. That's where we find the split. There's Forest Lake. That's where the strongest portion of this storm is, embedded in the tornado warning for Anoka and Ramsey counties. If you haven't done so already, Anoka, Ramsey County, Shoreview, Lino Lakes, Forest Lake, back up in areas like Maplewood and Little Canada. These are places I would love to have you in your personal storm plan into effect. As the storm rocks, you need to rock your storm plan. You need to get away from windows, get into an interior room of your house, get into the lowest level of your house. Crank up the TV if you can't see it from where you are. Jennifer and I and Randy and Kelsey, the entire watch vendors and other team, will be loud enough that you'll be able to hear us. We'll get you through the storm and we'll have you come out the other side of the storm safe and sound. So again, that tornado warning for Anoka and Ramsey County that is in place until 9 p.m. Now we're going to move you back down to the remnants, or shrinking remnants here of what is the Doppler indicated tornado warning. There you see it flashing in black and white for parts of Dakota County. But the one thing I want you to notice here, another tornado vortex signature. Earlier when we were looking at it, it said the word hurry. In other words, it's having confirmed location
There's St. Paul and Minneapolis had 70 to 80 mile an hour winds. Sounds like hail, but I don't see any.
And surrounding areas, because you've got these severe thunderstorms coming now, they're really starting to rhythm. And here, if you get the idea, remember earlier we were talking about a bow, and there it is, that bow, and the arrow is straight line here that extend out from these areas of storms at 60 to 70 miles per hour. The area of low pressure that's causing this, it's spinning right here. So this entire atmosphere is spinning and injecting itself here out to the northeast, and that's going to continue as we work over the next 4 or 5 hours. This will eventually, in the next hour, including the metro, become one big rain maker. But now, as I say that, as you look, I was just outlining where that bow is. On the southern side of that bow is where we now find a new tornado warning for Blue and Waseca County. So that's our latest, the latest tornado warning for Blue and Waseca counties. I'll take you down so you can get a better idea here. So we're just off to the east of Mankato. We're approaching, where are we there? Let me know in the booth where we're looking at. Okay, so this is Bloomington from our storm chase vehicle. Obviously the hail's finished. And the rain is there, but it's not. Thanks to Blue and Waseca counties until 9:15. And now just to the east of that, we have severe thunderstorm warning for Steele and Waseca counties until 9:30. So this is an area of storms that was a concern was earlier because over time, as of about 8 years, right, was still holding on to a temperature of 91 degrees, which meant there was still plenty of bright, raw atmospheric fuel for these storms to ride into. But the southern branch of these storms was moving so very slow. So we can take this out one step further to give you a better idea. So there it is. Blue and Waseca counties until 9:15 with the latest tornado warning. Move along the entirety of this storm. This line here moving into areas like Goodview County, so that the tornado warning for the North Metro has now been locked. The tornado warning for the South Metro for the County has now been allowed. Stand off to the south, just off to the east of Vancouver, is for Seton County until 9:15. Now, this is starting to shape our board as a straight line wind event, a straight line wind event here that is starting to advance these storms now east of areas like downtown St. Paul. I'm always typically at French across 9. Give us a shout to let us know how things are, because during storms we talk about regular people and how storms can affect regular people. My friend Jason House is downtown Minneapolis. Jason, my friend, tell me what's going on this rocking Wednesday.
Well, yeah, we're in the north of Minneapolis, and you were looking live to give you a little perspective. That is the brand new Four Seasons Tower in front of you. The golden lights are the Wells Fargo building. Just about 5 minutes ago, that building, the ITS, and the Capella building were not visible from where we were. And I'm gonna step in a little bit more and turn to the right. You see that burst of white light? That is Target Field. We were supposed to be there earlier tonight, so we're thinking of everyone, all of the spectators who are either making their way to their car or still in the stadium right now. But looking at your radar, Ian, it seems that the downtown area is that pocket between the two strongest parts of that storm. So other than about 10 minutes, really intense, and I mean intense wind I have seen since I've lived in downtown. We came pretty unscathed. As you can see right now, it's just a rain of light wind event going on right now. Like I said, the buildings you're looking at now, from my vantage point, were not there about 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, blinding rain mixed with those winds in excess of 15, 16 miles per hour. I imagine there's going to be plenty of tree branches around downtown Minneapolis, downtown St. Paul, the greater metro area as we wake up with a lot of day tomorrow morning. And it's a great point, Jason, about stadiums. Earlier we heard that Minnesota United had evacuated the stands. They're all in safe places to go. Generally, the concourse levels in most of the stadiums. The Twins' own Lace Michaels, the Twins' own meteorologist, probably on top of that took care of business. It's one of those things that, we want to enjoy the great outdoors. There's such a limited time in the great state of Minnesota, but unfortunately on nights like this, we'll pick up some strong storms. And it's really amazing when you think about this, Jason, that from your vantage point, I mean, those buildings look like they could be so brilliant each and every night, and you're saying you couldn't see them.
I couldn't even see them any end, but I'll tell you that the storm event lasted a good 10 minutes. The tree that you see to the right, just to the right of the golden views of the Wells Fargo building, the tree is, to give you a little perspective, is basically right outside my balcony. That tree, a rather large one, basically bent all the way to the left. And that actually lasted about 5 minutes. It was really strong, and like I said, buildings you're seeing in front, even brand new one, right there. There's that building right there, which is the brand new. This is the amateur graphics that building right there. You could not see from our balcony just a few minutes ago. It was a remarkable sight, having lived in this particular space for about 5 years. We had never seen anything like this from our vantage point.
I'm glad you're safe. I'm really glad you called in, Jason. It's wonderful to have you as a guest when we're talking about severe weather from downtown Minneapolis. I think a lot of times downtown Minneapolis becomes that area, well, there are other buildings, so we find it's people in the outskirts, in the homes, and the mobile areas, and the smaller communities. But as evidenced by you, it was super intense. It will be dangerous for downtown Minneapolis. Jason, my friend, thank you. I owe you Jason. Show Jason. Glad to talk about it.
That's it.
Thank you, my friend. Great information there. Okay, so back to Storm Vision Live. As you look at this ribbon here of severe thunderstorm warnings, and this is where things get interesting. As these storms advance, and they're advancing here, and you'll notice it starts to take the shape of a column. I talk about that area of low pressure. It's a weak area of low pressure here. And then this entirety is spinning. And as it spins, it's going to work here off to the northeast. But it's also creating this line of severe thunderstorm warnings, including one lone tornado warning right now in Wasika County. That is in place until 9:15. Let me do this because I want to get this out of the way. As you look at the greater metro, and I think this is really important, I am going to get to the warnings in just a minute, but as you look at the greater metro, I want everybody in the loop. You know, the loop of 494 and 694. I want folks to think to themselves, where are we in terms of these storms? Where are we in terms of the danger of these storms? So from downtown Minneapolis, all areas off to the west. Importantly, from downtown Minneapolis, all areas off to the west are in rain, a little thunder, a little lightning. The severe weather threat has gone almost to zero. From downtown St. Paul, north and south, off to the east, all the way off to the southeast, we are still in a significant storm threat. A significant storm threat, the greatest of which, straight line winds in excess of 60 miles per hour, and plenty of reports of ping pong plus size hail over the last 90 minutes here in the greater Twin Cities metro. You see them flashing. All areas that are outlined and illuminated in yellow are severe thunderstorm warnings. How about we do this? How about we make our way in and around so we can get through a few storms. So severe thunderstorm warning for Net and Pine counties until 9:30. Severe thunderstorm warning for Chisago, Polk, and St. Croix counties until 9:45. We'll continue to move and scale things off down to the south. There's Chisago, Polk, and St. Croix.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Severe thunderstorm warning Chisago, Polk, and St. Croix until 9:45. Now here we go into the southeast metro, greater metro, including Goodhue County. Severe thunderstorm warning until 9:30 for Dakota, Goodhue, and Pierce counties, and then all the way to the south, severe thunderstorm warnings for Steele and Wasika counties until 9:30. There is plenty going on tonight, and I want to make sure that you realize as we move through the next few minutes, we're also going to move our way into the Fox 9 News, because after the weather, there is always plenty to talk about, but right now it is also about strong storms moving. So the tornado warning here still in place for northern portions of Wasika County, bracketed by a severe thunderstorm warning for Steele and Wasika counties. As we move down toward parts of Goodhue County, so Dakota, Goodhue County, still a really intense thunderstorm coming out of Dakota County, but the tornado warning for Dakota County has been allowed to expire. Doesn't mean there's not a strong storm there. There is from River Grove Heights, from Sunfish Lake, from Newport, all the way down here in parts of northern Goodhue County, off toward Redmond. You'll notice there's a little bit of spin. We have tornado vortex signatures all up and down this line, because we've been talking about straight line winds. And as those winds drag along the ground, they'll get a little spin up, and we end up in one place. You'll see it right here, just to the south of Highway 61. Move a little further along this line with severe thunderstorm warnings from Pine and Burnett into Chisago, Polk, St. Croix, Anoka, Chisago, Ramsey, Washington counties. So you see it flashing there. These are all very strong storms, but at this point, no valid tornado warnings for the greater Twin Cities metro. We'll continue our coverage as we move through this evening, but for right now, let's get ourselves into Fox 9 News at 9. This is Fox 9 News.
And welcome to our 9 o'clock hour here on Fox 9 News at 9. It has been a wild evening of weather as powerful storms rumble across our state. This is in Jordan, where sheets of rain appear to be coming in sideways because they were.
This storm system also bringing plenty of lightning and thunder. We're going to take a look here in a second at Highway 169 in Shakopee. The storm was there about 8 o'clock, about 45 minutes ago.
Also, as we look at south, plenty of rain, thunderstorms, lightning in Victoria tonight. You can see those sheets of rain blowing across the street there as well.
And we're hearing reports of storm damage in a lot of places tonight, plus power outages. This is video from Mankato, where chimney blown right off the roof of the home.
Storms also dumping hail in many parts of the Twin Cities. This was the scene from our crew in Bloomington. And if you look closely,
Leslie, let's go to that shot right now. This is our crew in Bloomington. There's some really good sized hail there, almost golf ball size in some cases. That was a bigger example of what was going on in many places. This is from senior community producer Samantha Harlan, the $half golf ball size. This is on the west side of the shop.
Tonight, tens of thousands of people are without power right now. The latest reports about 65,000 Xcel Energy customers are in the dark tonight. Of course, that number will probably grow.
Those crews will be out trying to fix that, but until they can get to those areas with bad weather, it might be a while. Chief Meteorologist Ian Lennon has been on this thing since late this afternoon, early evening. And Ian, this storm has evolved quickly. Once it moved into the West Metro, a lot of different types of weather events are taking place.
Yeah, it's almost like and I mentioned this online, on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. I mentioned it earlier today. All facets of severe weather are going to be in play. So heavy rain, absolutely flooding rain, large hail, absolutely strong straight line damaging winds we have them, and of course tornado warnings. Now, as you look live at Storm Vision, there is still plenty going on the map with this ribbon of severe thunderstorm warnings as the storm begins.